So I hope by now you appreciate how your mobility training goes so far beyond like static stretching, feeling a stretch, getting wider in your frog stretch or whatever it is, because that's not how you use your mobility. And if you try to use that type of static flexibility on the ice, one of two things will happen. One is your body tries to prevent you from getting in those positions by making the muscle forcefully contract. And so that leads to the second part. Sometimes that actually causes an injury. Now, your body rationalizes it by saying, well, that's a lot less than what would have happened to you if you just went and did the flying splits, because you actually can't do that. But so we need to train it a little more dynamically. Groins are such a vulnerable area, we're going to start there. So we're going to start, I'm just on a slide board, and there's progressions to this. So you should be doing some of the FRC, those functional range conditioning type stretches that I've taught you. I learned them from Dr. Andrea Ospina. Those are your contraction holds. But this would be the next progression in this. So this would be a more advanced mobility exercise. So we'll start just by getting that lengthening action and then pulling our knees back together. So it's nice and slow. It's controlled. When I change direction, I'm just squeezing in with my knees until I start to move. So I would work on that for 3 weeks, a couple times a week. Feels very comfortable. If it doesn't feel good in your hips, or you get pain on the outside of your hips when you do that, you're getting some sort of an impingement. And it doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I need hip surgery. It just means for some reason your hips don't have that range of motion. It could be the bony structure of your hips, or it could just be there's a tightness somewhere that's not putting your hips in a great position. So a visit to your sport physiotherapist will help figure that out. But if everything's feeling good, then we'll go a little bit faster, because you need to sort of move at game speed. So it'll be out, in, and working it pretty aggressively so that our muscles get used to making that tension. So again, I don't just go from 0 to this. I work my way through stretching, stretch, contract, relax, slow, concentric, eccentric, and then to something like this where it's more linked. So give it a try. Start slowly. Go faster. You can always speed up. It's hard to tweak your groin and then slow down and make your groin feel all better. This is Maria from GoalieTrainingPro.com. Just looking out for your groins.